Hello, my friend, and welcome to my channel. Today we've got Happy Birthday, Marilynn at Nail Smith. This is an Instagram collaboration hosted by Tinkerbell 1970s and Nail and Create. The theme is plants, flowers. I'm going to be using Low and Away foundational base coat from Bases Loaded Lacquer. Yep, got my nail tips out again today. I needed lots of nail estate for this manicure. So we're going to do the nail tips and then put them on my nails. So I've got Dany Vianna, and this was Brinde. It's a gift. She sent it when I placed an order. It's a beautiful Crelly. It's white and it's got like hollow little glitters in it. So pretty. So we're going to put that on these nails real quick. Just one coat. That's all I need. I'm topping it with the Pro FX Quick Dry Top Coat. Gonna get this to dry down. And I'm telling y'all, I'm gonna be playing hard today. That's why this video is gonna be so long. I do speed it up. I did do some editing, but oof. I'll be using the Pure Ice Frost Finish to go over these to kind of matte them down so that when I get to playing, you know, they'll do good. I've got this Maniology MXM086. Gonna get the blue film off of it real quick. And this plate came in one of the recent Mani ME boxes, or Mani by Me boxes. And we're gonna be using a lot of stampers, Maniology scraper, and Bases Loaded Lacquer on the black to stamp with. And I'm just gonna plop out 5 of these images here, and we're gonna be doing some advanced stamping, some reverse stamping, whatever you want to call it. So that one picked up really well. On to the next one. I was really excited when I got the prompt and the theme for this here manicure for Miss Marilynn, because like I said, this plate had come in the mail and I just hadn't got around to it yet, but I knew when I saw the theme, I was like, oh yeah, I get to use that plate. So pull that blue film off and we're going to get busy. And this is going to be a very busy manicure. It's going to be very busy. Before I forget, I will have a hashtag down below and a list of participants that are in on this Instagram collaboration. If you'd like to go over on the Instagram and check them out, I bet you there are going to be some beautiful manicures. Bunch of flowers and plants. So I'm just picking up all the images in black, and then we're going to fill them in with a bunch of colors. I did go out on the internet and look to see, because these on the plate it says what the name of the plant is. So I went out, and for almost all of them there were a whole bunch of different color variations. So I just picked one that I liked. And I am cleaning this plate off with some acetone and then wiping it over with the lint-free wipe. Gotta get the edges clean, get my little mat clean. Gotta clean it all up. This is Maniology, and this is Primrose. And Maniology's Coconut. And I forget the name of the flowers, or plants. Sorry, plants. To me, they're flowers because they got so many pretty colors in them. But, you know, I just figured, you know, they would be so much fun to do. And to do different ones on every nail. So, I'm getting all crazy with my brushing here. Today I'm just using a little detail brush. Detail brush. Now I can tell you that all of these plants that I'm saying, I have seen in my life. My mother is a plant person, so, you know, I do get to witness and see things like this in real life. And I was really happy. She's going to have to come watch this video because she's going to like it because it's got plants in it. And this one's just so... I'm just stoked over this manicure. Turning into a babbling baboon here. Stoked over this manicure. Alright. So I am going to use the Wet n Wild Clear Shine to go over these to, make them, not get smeared, because I am concerned about that. I did my first one without that and realized that I really probably, since I'm going to put so much effort into these, I really need to hold up and make sure I don't smear them. Alrighty, so you see I'm just running like a quick coat of that clear coat over them. Let that dry, and that's Alocasia. And this one is Sweet Peach. These are both Maniologies. I figured if they're good enough for stamping, they're good enough for filling in, right? Plus, I knew that the opacity would be there and that I wouldn't have to worry about, going over them more than once with my colors. This one I'm doing with the dark green around the edge, and then in the center we'll be using that Sweet Peach. So, very, very much looking forward to seeing this one done. It's going to be so pretty, and I hope you guys enjoy it. And I know a lot of people don't want to spend time doing manicures that take up this much time, but for me, it's worth it. I get to do the play-in, let them dry. Here we go with some Maniology. This one's Lily Pad. And then the lighter green is Sour Apple. Again, both Maniology polishes. And I'm just doing like little swipes kind of down through the middle. Swipe, swipe. And since I've got that clear coat on them, I don't have to worry about ruining them while I'm doing this. Not near as bad. Not near as bad about ruining them if I've got that clear coat on them. Very pretty, very pretty. I'm digging this. I'm so excited. I can't wait to show you the swatch photo. And in case I've forgotten to mention it already, I should have links for everybody and hashtag links if you want to go check out all the other manicures. I think I have already said that, but once again, it's a long video, so if I'm repeating myself, excuse me. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. So we've got Caladium and flip it over. Greenhouse. We're going to use those here on the next plant stamped image. And here we go. So, like one of the other ones that I did, I'm doing one strip of color down the center of the leaves. And then I'm going to go in around it with the other color, the dark green. Or darker green. And this one I'm just kind of feathering it a little bit. That's what the picture kind of looked like to me on the internet. And here I'm just basically filling up almost this whole stamper with the dark green, because that's how the leaf pattern was. It was pretty much covering up the whole thing. So I'm just going in with the dark green and filling it all in. Miss Marilyn, if you get to watch this, I do hope you have a wonderful birthday. And all that good birthday stuff. We love birthday stuff. Alright, so we got Lily Pad and Cherry Bomb for this next one. I did cut a little bit of this out because, I can tell y'all this manicure took from start to finish a whole day. But by doing it on the nail tips and these stampers and all that, I was able to do a little bit, walk away, go do something else, and then come back to it and do some more and let that dry. And it just worked out really good for me. Like I said, I know you guys, some of you guys ain't ever going to do a manicure that's going to take this much effort and time. And I do recommend that if you really like the look, but you don't want to go through all that, 5 stamps full of, stuff you got to fill in, do an accent nail of one of them. That's really kind of how I got started, but then I got so into it that, y'all know I've turned all my nails into accent nails. All of them are accent nails. They all need some bling or something on them. But yeah, definitely do an accent nail, you know, ring finger, a pinky, a thumb, whatever. You just pick whatever finger you want. You can just do that. But have fun with it. Don't let it make you stress. Alright, so I'm going over these with the Wet n Wild Clear again, because a lot of work went into these, and I just really don't want to mess them up. So I'm going over them with some of the Wet n Wild Clear and just kind of beefing this up a little bit, because that's how we do, you know. Get that all on there all nice and pretty. And then we're going to let that dry. And once they're dry, I've got my sticky base out from Maniology, and I'm putting that on all the nails that I'm going to be doing today. I'm going to go over all of them. And you let it dry just a little bit. I don't set a timer or anything. I just kind of go through them and do them all. And then starting with the first one I did, that's the first one that's getting a decal. All right. So here we go with the messy part. Yes, indeed. All right. So I'm figuring out what I want on what nail. And I'm taking my finger and I'm making sure everything's laying down flat. And I'm just going to plop all of them on. We're going to go back and do the cleanup here in just a moment. But while this stuff is still sticky and tacky, I want to get all of them on. This has been sped up. I'm not working this fast. I don't want y'all to think that this girl right here is that quick. I am not. So just mushing them down, making them flat. There we go. Alright. So there's my picture of the sticky base. See, it wasn't where it was supposed to be in the video. Alright, so into the cleanups. Well, since these aren't on my nails, I'm just going to go around with my little nippy scissors, my little thread nippers, and I'm going to trim off a bunch of the excess so that I don't have to clean all of that up with acetone. Because there was a lot of overhang. Even as big as these nail tips are, there still was extra. So really nice that they're on the nail stands and I could just go all the way around the nail with my scissors and clean them up the best I can, at least for this part of it. And I'm going to do all the nails. You can see I've got quite a pile of leftovers falling on the bottom of my table there. And then I'm going to go around and melt the decals to the nails using my acetone and my cleanup brush here. Getting out of frame again. Let's get back in frame. Get back in frame. And this just helps melt that down to the nail really nicely. And then I'll be using the smudge-free top coat over the top of them. Got them all cleaned up and ready. Aren't they looking good? And then once that's dry, I'm going in with my Sèche Vite. And we're going to finish these off and let them completely 100% dry before I try to put them on my own nails. So I'm going to go through all this work and then ruin it by smudging them with my fingerprint. Alright, so they're dry. I've got most of them on. I'm going to get that blue sticky tack, poster tack, whatever you want to call it, off of the nail. We don't want that on there. And I've got new stuff now. I mean, I reused this stuff, and this is like exceptionally sticky this time because it's brand new. Normally they'll get like dust and a little bit of polish and whatever on it, and they still sticky, but not like this. Y'all look at that stuff. It is stuck. Woody is working overtime. Hi, Woody. How you doing? He's like, I'm rolling. So I've got a little piece that was a little thick, so I'm taking a file to it and just kind of smoothing that side down. Get that stuff out of my way. And I've already got a glue tab on my fingernail, and I'm just going to mush that nail down onto my nail. And that's it. So here's my swatch photo. I hope you enjoyed this one. Leave me a comment. I want to thank you for watching. Until next time, be good to yourself.